Let's get back to the November election. Everybody wants to get back to the November election. I know you do. The latest Rasmussen tracking poll has President Obama and Mitt Romney tied, 48 each. Scott Rasmussen from Rasmussen Reports is in New Jersey. Scott, welcome back. Those are the very latest numbers released just today, 48-48. Yesterday, it was Romney 49, President Obama 48. Is Governor Romney losing a little of the bounce that he got from the debates?
A little bit. There's certainly been a bounce in consumer confidence since Friday's jobs report. That's helping the president a little bit. In fact, the number of people who think the economy is getting worse has fallen by 10 points following that jobs report.
Now, the jobs report, is that factored into that number which we just gave everyone, 48-48? That's factored in?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
So it had an impact then?
It did have an impact, but I want to talk about the larger picture of this. If we go back over the last 100 days of tracking, so you get rid of all the bounces, all the different competing news stories, these two men have been within 2 points of each other 72 days out of 100. They've been within 3 points of each other 89 days out of 100. This race is very close, and when we talk about momentum shifting, it means from a narrow lead for one guy to a narrow lead for the other, and with 4 weeks to go, dead even, way too close to call both nationally and in the important swing states.
In your experience of presidential elections in the past, have you ever known anything so close for so long, right immediately before the election?
You know, this has been unusual. When President Bush ran for re-election, he was up by 3 right after John Kerry wrapped up the nomination, and he won by just under 3 points. Barack Obama was up by 5. When he wrapped up the nomination, he won by 7. In this case, we are seeing some shifting back and forth because the fundamentals suggest it's a very close race.
As of this moment, you can't call it, can you?
There's no way to call it. In Ohio, the president's up by a point. In Florida, Romney is up 2. In Colorado, Iowa, Virginia, they're all very, very close. The next jobs report, Friday before the election, could have an impact. Governor Romney is making a foreign policy speech. Foreign policy has not been a big issue in the campaign, but it could have an impact. And there are more debates.
All right, dead even. That's where we have to leave it. It's just
dead
fascinating. You really are in the right line of business, Scott Rasmussen. You really are.
Thanks.